everybody. It's Paula from Fancy Like That Wreath. I saw this on YouTube yesterday, and it was making a wreath with toilet paper. So I'm not the one that designed it, obviously, because it's been done many times. The person I was watching, it was silent. There was no instructions. They weren't talking, but it was so clear what to do just based on her performing it. She was from Brazil, so I can't pronounce her name, but I thought she did a great job on it. So anyway, I started trying to make them. I did. This is what we're making, but I did use, instead of string, because with my fingers that just probably would not work, I used zip ties instead. There's two sizes, the smaller size, and I made, believe it or not, the small size with 2 pieces of toilet paper doubled. And I'll show you how I do that, or how I did that, if you haven't seen that one video I saw, or the others. And then another one, 3 sheets or pieces with, I had originally 3, but I've been cutting it down to 2 because this is so soft and fluffy that it's just a little too thick, too hard to fluff out. So apparently I'm buying pretty good toilet paper. So anyway, I also drew and cut out with an X-Acto knife. It's, I think it is, I'm not sure how wide it is. I want to say 12 or 14. Let's see. It's 12 by 12. And then the width is 1 3/4. Probably 2 is good. I just approximated, cut it, drew it, and then cut it out. This is where I'm going to lay the flowers that I made from this, but I'll show you how I did the flowers. I'm going to take 2 of these, 1, 2, 3, but 2 layers, okay, 2 of them. And yes, I do have the toilet paper that they actually cut like that, which is kind of cool. The first time I saw it, I didn't know that I bought that, but I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. So anyway, you put it on the wrong side to start with, and it doesn't have to be exact. I line it up, but it's not exact. But remember how we used to make those old fans when we were little? I don't know if you guys did, but you just flip it over, fold it, flip it over, flip it over, fold it, flip it over. It's relatively easy, although it does take some time to, just tearing the toilet paper off and then doing this for each one, because you're making it instead of using, faux florals from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Amazon or whatever, or Wreath Shop, or so you're just, this is, if you don't have anything to do and you don't have any supplies at home, go to your closet or your bathroom, and there you go. That's what you've got. So this is the 3. So I used the 8" because it's a little bit thicker, but the 2-ply, the one that's a smaller flower, I use the 6" zip tie because it's tinier and doesn't take up as much space. So okay, that's not locking down, so it must be on the wrong side, I'm gonna guess. Gotta feel at those ridges. So anyway, there we go. And then you just pull them as tight as you can and cut off the little clip. Now you don't have to do this with zip ties. You can do it with string or floral wire, or probably even pipe cleaners. That might be okay too. So you see what we've got. Got just that. Now this will tear, so you do have to be careful. Now there's going to be 3 ply, obviously, so you just kind of spread 1 on one side and 2 on the other, is what it turns out to be. Maybe 1 is stuck to the other, I don't know, but you just kind of spread those out to make the kind of the fluff. Then you go to the next one, fluff that out a little bit. Sometimes I pull it too tight and I tear it. So I haven't actually made a full-on wreath. I just was checking to see if I actually could make these flowers with toilet paper, because I was a little skeptical, although the person that was doing it on the YouTube that I watched did a great job. So then I looked to see where the nub is, where you close the zip tie. That's going to be the bottom that's going to be stuck onto the poster board. And then you do this on that wrong side, and this is what's going to kind of make it look like a little flower. So you just kind of do that and then fluff it up. I'm going to do some extra things that weren't done on the video. They just did the white flowers, and then made a construction red wreath, which was really cute. But I don't have construction paper at home, so I'm probably not going to make that. So here's the small ones now, or that's the large one. Large ones, small ones. I'll make a small one also just to show you that it basically goes the same way. Let's see, we've got 2 here. And just start again by folding over. And that's all you do. It's almost crazy that it's that simple to make flowers, although a lot of people might already have known how to do this. Not me, because for 38 years I worked at an insurance company, ended my career with a management position, and yeah, I didn't do crafts then, because number one, I didn't have any time, any free time, but boy, I made use of the time, because I taught myself how to draw somewhat. I'm not going to say I'm an artist, obviously, but I can draw. I really like doing portraits, and I do them from a reference. I'm not good enough to, it doesn't come out of my head, that's for sure. So there you go for the small one. Same concept, same process. Then you start fluffing it up. See that tear right there? See how easily that tears? You gotta be careful. And I think the softer and the fluffier they are, the toilet paper is, the easier it tears. So it might be best to get one that's a little more substantial, as far as, not as soft. I know that sounds silly, but as far as if you're gonna make these, or maybe teach this would be great for kids. It doesn't cost much money, and they would probably enjoy doing that. You can also, I actually tried it with, I was sitting there thinking, and then I went to wash my hands for some reason, and I dry with paper towels, and look what I was able to do with a paper towel. And that's bigger, and it's easier actually, and it does not tear. So if you want to do it with white paper towels, that'd probably be a good idea, but I'd already had a lot of this done, plus I'm just intrigued to see if this is gonna look half decent in person. So I'm gonna finish this up and see what I can do to make it look like a real wreath. It's, who knows? I mean, it would not last in the rain or sunshine, I don't imagine. But it sure would be nice for just a holiday if you didn't have any supplies and had never done a wreath before. There you go. So next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to start gluing. So I'm gonna use, like, maybe, I think on the video that I watched, I think they did one large and one small together. So I think like on the outside they did the large and on the inside they did a small wreath. So I think I'll try that. But I could probably use a little glue pot, which would be easier because then I could just dip this in there. But I got my glue gun out already, so I'm gonna put that line where it goes together on the inside so you can't see it as well. Now it's making a little bit of a bump because I do have the zip tie, but I think that's still gonna be okay. And yes, you're gonna see a little bit of the zip tie in the middle, but I've got something I'm gonna do for that, so that will be fun. And let's see about the small one, see if we can put a small one on here and see if that'll fill up that completely. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna put this side to the inside so that when it fluffs, really won't be able to tell, I'm hoping. And there's the first set. That kind of looks fluffy, doesn't it? I think it looks cute. Of course, I like white too, so I'm one of those people that really likes white. So we're just going to do this. Show you again. Okay. And then put this little fold or line and I'm going to move it over just a little bit to the edge and see if that holds just for a minute. Okay, let's see, yep. And then another small one to fill it out, fill the line so that it's completely covered. Oops. Let's see here. Oops. Okay, let's get that in there and see how that looks. Well, looks pretty good, I think. So I'm gonna be careful fluffing it out and getting glue on my fingers. I should probably have my little thumb thing or thumb finger protector. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much finish this, and I'll be right back and show you what I'm gonna do to kind of put a little color in it.
They know exactly how all the stuff works in our shop and everything.
Okay, I'm back. I've got everything done, but it looks like maybe I've got my last two. I'll put those on while we're sitting here. The larger one first.
Feel better now that you're resting? Maybe you should get water.
I'm watching a video too on
Okay.
YouTube
Well, never mind.
of somebody making a rail, I guess it's called. It's beautiful. It's for a centerpiece or I guess a mailbox, they said. So, but it's beautiful. It's I think of fall colors. Got pumpkins and all, so it's really beautiful. But anyway, that's how I learn, is watching other people do certain things or do different things. Okay, hoping that's the last big one. Okay, last small one, hopefully. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do that's a little bit different than what the crafter that I watched from Brazil did. She just did, you know, the white here, which was, and it was gorgeous actually, but I thought, well, I'll do something a little bit different. One little bit more, I think a little bit more color. That's okay. I think that's really freaking cute for toilet paper. I mean, let's be real about it, right? If you want it less roughly, you could spread them apart more, or if you want it more, you can push them together. So what I was thinking is maybe putting some of these red fillers here and there, maybe where the zip ties show, and that also will give it some color. I'll just try it, see what happens. Okay, let that set up a bit. Looks cute. That looks kind of cute, doesn't it? And I'm not going to do it on every single place, but maybe here and there. Give it a little color. Here. Glue coming with my fingers. I tend to burn my fingers because I don't use this enough, and I don't see a lot of people doing it, but I don't like my fingers burned personally. Let's see, I don't want to go. Let's see, there's one. I don't know if it's equally apart or not, but we'll just see how it looks. And these balls they're called filler balls. They come, I got them at Hobby Lobby. They're, I think they're really for like vases with flowers or whatever. You put them at the bottom, fill up the vase a little bit. But a lot of crafters and wreath makers use these for, filling in wreaths. So, and they do come in all different sizes, small, teeny tiny. See, those two are different sizes. They just in the same bag, so I just use what I get. Let's see. Okay, that's perfect. That goes right there. Looks like I need another glue stick. Okay, let's put that in there. Let's see if I have another mini glue stick. I do. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna fluff that up a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can find another place. Oh, perfect. I think perfect. We'll see. I hope I have enough of these well, I think I do have enough red balls. I do have some gold and some green, and I think I've got some silver, maybe even some white, but white would just not do it on this one, on this. And then let's go over here, into new. We'll have to go a little bit. I don't want to go too much closer. Now they've got a little bit of a rhythm going on. Might be up a little higher. Oh, there's one right there, but a little close. But hey, we're working with what we've got. I'll just kind of put it on the side of the zip tie. Maybe it'll make it look further apart from the last one. So far, oh, isn't that cute? I think it is cute. Okay, that one's a little too close. Okie dokie, right here's a good place, I think. I'll be careful not to put too much glue on there, because it will. These are styrofoam basically, so it would melt it, I'm sure. If we left it on there too long again, or put too much of the hot glue on there, I think it would probably melt it away. Okay, let's see what we got next. What I'll do is I'm going to finish this out. I don't want you to, sit here and watch the same thing over and over, but the last part I think I'm going to do a nice little bow to make it festive, and maybe my granddaughter would like it. She's 6. She loves crafting and all. I think I've posted some videos of her. She was over here tonight for Halloween because it's Halloween now. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I finished the little dots, or I don't know which one, little balls. I've also went ahead and cut 4 different patterns of ribbons at 9 inches, and I'm dovetailing them so they have that nice clean ending to them. So everybody seems to do it for like this. I don't know why, but I have to do it from the wire side end. It's just my habit. And most people seem to do it from the folded edge, but I just have this, I don't know what reasoning for doing it. And then last one, I love this ribbon right here. Love it. The little Santa's in the middle, and then the stripes on the outer edge. I don't know who that was, but everybody's probably in bed considering it's 1:30 in the morning on November 1st. So now we went from Halloween to November 1st. I did get to see Kate. She stopped over with Bree, and I gave her a bunch of candy. We didn't get any other trick-or-treaters, and we even said that our house was going to be giving out candy because on next door, in our area, they make a map of those. But I did notice that we were the only one that signed up for giving candy on our street. So it probably wasn't worth their time to come here. So guess what? We have candy all over the place. So I'm not really thrilled about that because I don't want to eat it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a messy bow. I think a couple of my mentors actually, Julie specifically, she calls it a messy bow, I believe. So just kind of crisscross whatever, gather it in the middle, do a zip tie, which I love zip ties like Julie does, but it's so much easier on your hands than twisting pipe cleaners. Although there are occasions where I have to use the pipe cleaner. Just kind of figuring out how I want this to go. Just want different kinds, but then just kind of gather it in the middle. I just like them like that. And put a zip tie in the middle. I don't know if I need a 6. Well, I'll use an 8. I'm really used to the 8s. Let's see how this goes. Kind of zip tie it in the middle. And then put the closure of the zip tie in the back so you don't see it. And then, okay, where'd I put my, they're up there, but. Okay, so, let's see, you got them all angles. I just like that simplicity of it all. And then you've got different patterns. It looks cute. No tails, but you can put tails on it, if you wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to. And a lot of times I'll put something in the middle, glue the middle, so I may do that. Which one should I put in the middle? It should probably be something that's not all white, considering that I'm putting it on. Just cut this inch or two, and then I'll fold it like this, glue it. Hopefully I don't burn my fingers. So I can press it down. Not burning myself. And put the other side down. Eeks. Okay, I love this ribbon too with the little, both of those, the two of them have like little snow edges. Or no, just one in this pack. But I really like this. Okay. And then just put it around the middle. Little guy. That's the only thing with the zip ties is that little nub. It's kind of in the way sometimes, but I've worked around it. So let's just see how it goes. I'm gonna have to cut this one off a little bit because it's a little long. So I'm gonna hang it down. And kind of quite even bit. Then you have a little thing in the middle there, kind of a ribbon to cover up the zip tie. I want that showing. The glue that gets everywhere. I do want this to hold. Okay. Lovely on my fingernails. Looks lovely. But let's see how this looks. Okay. Let's bring this over. Let's see, where would I put it? I could put it right there, or I could put it up there. I wish I was on live, which I've never done a live yet, let's say, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I wish I could get your opinion. I think I'm going to, this seems a little fuller than this, so maybe I'll turn it this way. You just have to look for the best spot. Usually you'll cover up the worst spot on your wreath. Not that we have any bad spots, right? But anyway, I think I'll put it right there and see how that goes. I'm just gonna glue it. There's no sense in, tying it around. And although I could use a wire or a pipe cleaner. I could have put it around the middle there and put it on, in between, but with it being tissue, or tissue I guess is the nice word for it, toilet paper, I don't know, it just sounds yucky, but we all have it, huh? So anyway, I think that it'd be better just gluing it and hoping that it stays, trying to fluff it up. I'll put it on the bow. Center, and that'll hide the little nub there. Okay, let's see. Oof, I just touched that glue. Okay, do I want that over up? I think I want it up because you this. Okay. I think it's okay. And I think that looks okay, right? What do you think? What do you guys think? I hope you like it. You can see the poster board. I used the opposite side of a poster board that I used. You can see that it says USA because I drew it, and then I think I used another one for the project. But anyway, I'm just going to put a loop on the back, probably with a Chanel, or if you call it pipe cleaner, and that way I'm hanging. So that's probably what I will do. Let's see, or red or green. I probably should use white, but let's see if I got one right here. I do. And probably only need half of that. Let's see. Wire cutters would probably be better for this. Okay. And then just carefully lay it over. Make sure you're getting it where you want it. I think that might be good. What do you guys think? And then right there. There we go. And what I'll do is probably find me a piece of felt and put it over here, over this, so that it stays a little, has a little more security. But there's the project. I think it came out cute, especially for it being toilet paper. Although I did use some ribbons. The other crafter, she used, I can't remember her name, nor can I actually, I can see it, but I can't pronounce it. It's Brazilian, I'm assuming. So anyway, I wanted to give her credit because she's the one that I watched and learned this. So anyway, I think it's really cute, and perhaps I've inspired somebody to try it. So anyway, thank you guys, and have a good week. Thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, I have one of these little things that I could click my video off, but it doesn't work even though it's got a battery in it. And this setup my daughter bought me for my birthday in September, but I got to figure out why that little guy doesn't work, because it sure would be easy just to click on and off, and I